Hello world and welcome back to Let's Play Harry Potter for the PS1. Last time we did a bunch of extra bonus stuff down here in the dungeons, we did a bunch of challenges. This time we're going to carry on and hopefully finally escape. So let's head through this door and find out what's on the other side. So going through this door, that picture is finally going to make sense in a moment because we'll see what it relates to. We've been seeing it for a while, we have no idea what it relates to. So let's head on here, and up there we can see Nearly-Headed Nick, so let's talk to him.
Someone has been casting spells of the dark arts, Harry. It's all very peculiar, I must say. The exit to the dungeons is blocked by a horrendous set of curses. Dark arts magic, I'm sure. There are 4 curses and each must be dispelled before the door will unlock. The actual curses are hidden around the dungeon. Once found, use your knockback jinx to dispel them.
So here we go, this is the other exit to the dungeon, so we won't be able to get through here until we deal with these curses. And yeah, he said they look horrendous, and the thing is, if you think about this, this is all cartoonish, like in styling, but if this was real life, those would literally be giant floating gory eyeballs, just floating there in the air. Horrendous does not do it justice, but let's talk to Nick again.
I don't think you've dispelled all the curses yet, have you?
Thank you, Nick, for that observation. I can see that with the eyes that are floating right here in front of me. As you can see, if you run into them, the eyes will attack you, so you can't just push through the door. What we're going to have to do... Oh, wait a minute. I almost walked downstairs like a non-rebel. As you can see, you slide down the banisters, and I will do that every time I can, unless I forget. So don't hold that against me if I forget. But yeah, what we want to do is go back this way and try and dispel that curse. So, as you can see over here, there is a save book and a cauldron. So let's mix a potion. So this is all the same as before. It's all the same words and ingredients, so I'll just do this quickly. Square, triangle, X. X, square, triangle for the boomberry juice. Stewed mandrake. Bit of honeydew water. Some sloth brain mucus. Oh, that's disgusting. That is real disgusting. But yeah, as you can see, we can now collect a potion. So that throws out a Wiggenweld potion. That's what this does. It didn't actually explain it at the time. It just said, this is how you brew potions. It didn't actually say what it does. This is what it does. You can only use each cauldron once, and it will only throw out a potion one time. This potion, I didn't actually demonstrate it. I forgot to do so. But the door, you may have noticed, locked behind me when I came into this area. Sorry for a little jump cut there. Had to cut away real quick. Once again, stuff is happening in this recording session. I have to keep dashing off to deal with it. But yes, here we go. Wiggenweld potion. That's what I was talking about. So yeah, the Wiggenweld potion, it will only drop one of them per cauldron, so you can't keep reusing it. So keep that in mind when you drink it. Always use it when you're like really low on health. As you can see, I've only taken 1 hit point of damage, or what, the equivalent of it.
Why, it's Potty Wee Potter! I'm Peeves, Potter, and you better watch out for me. Young Potter, you're ugly, but what can we do? Everyone says you belong in a zoo. If you look in a mirror, it surely will crack. The best thing to do is wear a nice sack.
So this is Peeves, the Poltergeist. We heard about him earlier, charming some suits of armor. So he's probably been about doing his thing, charming a bunch of suits of armor to like attack us. I don't know, maybe he's like a bard from D&D. He charms them with like, I don't know, flirting with them or something, and that's how he does it. I like to think that's how he does it. So he's charmed a bunch of stuff. So as you can see, there's some floating cauldrons here. I assume this is his handiwork, but we're not going to go deal with that right now. Instead, I want to go through this door to this room and let all the bats out. Honestly, there must be a ridiculous amount of bats in this area, because they come out... What? Okay, I have never seen that before in my life. I'm literally stunned. I have never seen our Stalker Man friend person just disappear into that wall. I thought that area was over there for no reason. I thought it was a completely pointless area, but... No, apparently not. Okay. Okay. I am completely stunned that I completely screwed up trying to climb up this wall. So I wanted to come up here to demonstrate is that there's a door up here. As you can see, I wanted to go through here. That has literally blown my mind that I have never seen that before. Wow, okay, never mind, moving on. Polish galore. As you can see here, there is one of these curses. So what we have to do, if you just regular pendo it, it's not going to do anything. you have to hold down the button and then do that. And as you can see, that's got rid of the corresponding colour from in front of that door. So maybe it's Stalker Man at work. Maybe Stalker Man's the one who's done this to us. So what I want to do is jump down here. And as you can see, there's a save book here, but we can't go back that way now. There's also some beans. Let's pick up these beans. Oh yeah, just to clarify, you cannot come back for these beans. So if you miss the beans in this area, you cannot get them again. So make sure you grab as many of them as you can when you're coming through here. So we could go back out through this door and get back to that area we came from. But what we want to do instead is come around here. And as you can see, it's one of these challenges where you have like things throwing out fire and stuff on a sliding floor. This is in every single PS1 game from back in the day. The same as lava. You have to have these sliding corridors with flaming or like laser beam enemies that block your path. So let's come on through here, go through this door, and as you can see, we've got, perfect timing. We can just slide on underneath all of them and get to a yellowy glow and find the yellow curse. So let's flipendo you and get rid of that one. So yeah, that's 2 down already. That's the reason why I wanted to come this way. It's not to show off, like, Stranger Danger Man in Stranger Danger Man, or Stalker Man. Oh, ow, ow, oh, ow. Actually, I think that's a better name from him now, considering I'm suspecting that he's the one who's trapped us down here. So, I get the feeling Stranger Danger Man is probably the better name for him now. He has been retitled. But yeah, anyway, as you saw, I slid through some fire. What you can do over here in this corner is pick up some... Oh my god. Tokyo Drift much. Pick up some chocolate frogs. And then come back this way. So there we go. That's 2 eyes down. We're already halfway dealing with the curse. So, let's head on back through this door. And as you can see, it'll take us out into this area. There is 1 more green bean and another chocolate frog, just in case you needed it. And I'm going to try and jump up here. Oh, that's dodgy sometimes. Sometimes I don't... Okay, I'm now seeing things. I'm pretty certain that was just the door. I thought it was Stranger Danger Man again. I'm now seeing things. I am now seeing him everywhere. It is super concerning. I'm going to see him like outside my door in a minute. I'm just going to look over and he'll be there outside the door. I am properly spooked now. But anyway, what we want to do now is come across these cauldrons. Since we found 2 of them in the other direction, if we come across here... Peeves will try and scare us, but I already know he's there. That one won't scare me. You're not Stranger Danger. You won't scare me. You're just Peeves. You're on a lower level than Stranger Danger. Anyway, coming in here, as you can see, there's a bunch of these platforms just floating here. If we jump across, we'll hopefully find the other eye. So as you can see down there, there is a suit of armor. I'm not going to go down there and deal with that yet. Instead, I'm going to drop just off this ledge and then walk around here. And as you can see, there is another door. So, what I'm going to do is pick up these green beans and then head through the door. And the reason why I'm not fighting that suit of armor now will become clear because there's a good example of one in here. As you can see, it will animate and then charge at you. So, at first, it will only start walking at you until it gets within a certain distance and then it will charge you. If you flipendo it with a charge flipendo, it will just start charging because you knock its head off and then you'll have to do a second flipendo to knock it down. I should have said all of this before, like, fighting it. I just instantly fought it because I was like, oh, panic, kill it. But yeah, we'll get more demonstrations of this in a bit. You also get house points for killing them, so it's worth just going around killing all of them just to get the house points. So here we go, picking up some more beans, then heading in this door, and we have another eyeball. So let's get these and flipendo. And there we go, that's another curse destroyed. Sorry, I was just having a pause of thought there for a moment, because I'm pretty certain I should have more beans than I do, so I've got a sneaking suspicion I may have missed some somewhere. So I'll either leave an annotation if I have, or it will just come together in a moment, but we'll see. So, heading down here, we've got another suit of armor. So as you can see, it slowly walks towards us at first. So once we flipendo it with a charged one, it will start charging at us. So you just flipendo it again, and it goes down and gives us 5 extra house points. So in my test playthrough, I'm pretty certain this was the final bean I needed. But I don't have it. Okay, maybe I have missed some beans somewhere, but never mind. Never mind that, we'll figure that out later. So coming in here, as you can see, we've got some tables. So climbing across here, we will find another suit of armor. So this one is probably one of the hardest in the game, because not only do you get stuck on the wall, when it starts charging you, you don't have a lot of space to back up to. So you really want to make sure you get both shots through, or at least the second one through, after you've hit the first one, because it will start charging you and push you off the ledge. And it will hurt, because they will damage you when it gets too close. As you can see in here, there's just a bunch of chocolate frogs and also this eye. So let's destroy that. And there we go. That is the last curse finally dealt with. We've lifted the curse and they're back again. They're back again for some reason and off they go. So there we go. The door is unlocked and we're free to leave the dungeon. So now all we have to do is get back out, pick up these chocolate frogs and head on back. So I'm pretty certain I have missed some beans somewhere, so I may just cut to that in a bit. But now we want to try and get out of this room. So if I drop down this ledge, as you can see, you can't really jump back up to there. What you have to do is jump down, and this table will take you back up. But what I want to do is actually drop down first and fight this suit of armor. So hello? Okay, so when it's standing there with its sword in front, it's not animated, so clearly I was out of its line of sight, so I couldn't actually attack it. So there we go, we've destroyed the suit of armor, and there's some more beans down here. I'm pretty certain these beans are just extra, so I've probably missed some somewhere, so I'll make a note of that. Like I said, for probably the third time now, this has really put me off my game. Honestly, it's all Stranger Danger's fault. He's put me off my game so much that I've missed beans somewhere. But yeah, never mind. What you want to do is you want to come up here on this table. It will lead you all the way to the top and give you a bit of extra height. So that will allow you to jump back across, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to make this jump. Also, just going down there to get the extra house points is always worth it. So yeah, heading back on out, if we come this way, let me just double check. I'm certain there is none down here. Yeah, there is none down there. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to have to cut around to see if I can find them, because once I exit out of this area, you cannot get back in here. So if I've missed some beans in here somewhere, I'm not going to be able to come back and get them. So what I'm going to do is head back to the door, and then actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut away now, and then cut back in a minute once I've had a bit of an explore around to see if I can find them anywhere. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Okie dokie, and I'm back. I managed to figure out where I'd missed them, and what it was is in my practice run, during the Fireflies challenge, getting the cat, or getting the kitten, there is actually like a chance that you get more or less beans there, depending on what comes out of the crates randomly. That's why I had more beans in my test run. I figured it out after like 5 minutes, and also taking a bit of damage. As you can see, I've now taken a bit of damage, so I'm going to use this potion. Because once we step back through that door, I can demonstrate that we're actually locked in here, and once we go back out through that door, we will not be able to get back into this area. So any beans you've missed in this area, you cannot get. So unlike other areas, like I think the lower castle, unless you miss literally every single bean in the charms challenge, there is probably going to be enough beans for you to get the Nimbus 2000, so that's not a problem. As you can see, it's locked here, so we can't get back in. It's locked on the other side as well.
Well done, Harry. You've dispelled all 4 curses. Whoever put them there really wants to stop students exploring the castle. Oh my, look at the time. You've been down here for so long, the Transfiguration Class is about to start. Don't be late. Professor McGonagall is head of Gryffindor House. You don't want to upset her. The Transfiguration Class is situated in the upper castle. You can gain access to it from Gryffindor Tower.
So yeah, we go. This is what I pointed out in, I think, the last episode, when Hermione said students aren't allowed in the upper castle, which is baffling to me, because how are students getting to their Transfiguration classes? How is that happening? How is that even possible if they're not allowed up there? It just doesn't make any sense. It's a weird plot contrivance that they didn't fully think through. And finally, there we go, that is the door locking, so you cannot get back in there. If you've missed something in there, you cannot get back in there now. It is locked forever. And something else I want to point out is, when I first stepped into the dungeon, I broke this Bertie Bott's Every Flavour Bean box multi-pack. But, as you can see, now that I've left the area and come back, it has repaired itself. So you don't have to worry if you accidentally break one of these and then come back from another area. They will just repair themselves if you don't pick them up. So that is not a problem. It remembers whether or not they've been picked up. I haven't tested to see if it works when you only pick up half of them, whether it resets then. I don't think I've ever had a chance to do that. I think it's either all or nothing in any instance I've seen. So there we go. We have got all of the beans. We've got all 80. I didn't mention that's how many the max is 80. So you can get more or less depending on how many you guessed in the cat like side quest minigame thing. You can get more depending on what gets thrown out of the chest. So there we go. That is that done. If we jump down and come through this door, also something I want to point out when we get to look in the main menu again. If you have a look, we now have a new spell. So the blue one is Verdamidia. And I've just noticed that the card we got from the outside blue bean portrait is not filled in, which is weird considering we definitely have that one, considering it says complete. But anyway, coming over here to Fred and George.
Hey Harry, have you got those green every flavour beans? Huh, nice work. The password for the portrait is Wanglewort.
I beg your pardon, you've got what? I think you need to see a healer about that if you've got Wanglewort. Anyway, let's come over here and talk to the painting.
Wanglewort.
Well done, young man. You've got the password. At least in here you'll be safe.
Safe from what? Children? There was nothing really down... Well, granted, there was a bunch of dark art stuff, but never mind. He's like, come in here, be careful, there are children out there, even though Harry is one. I like to think when we come into these rooms that it's like themed after the house that belongs in that area. So this one's the Slytherin one, but it gets a load of Gryffindor stuff. So as you can see, this is Quidditch Armor, extra protection against bludgers, useful for Quidditch matches. My goodness, reading that was a struggle. I think it says this because there's too many Quidditches in there. But yeah, I like to think that they're themed after the person coming in, but the area itself is designed to look like the house that it sort of belongs to. So Slytherin belongs in the dungeon. That sounds really mean. The Hufflepuff students are out in the gardens, or the grounds, sorry, and then I guess the Gryffindor students are on the same floor as the Gryffindor Tower? Yeah, that makes sense. So the last one would be Ravenclaw when we find that one, so that would be the red beans, which doesn't match up. Maybe they're the other way around. I don't know. Maybe this analogy or thought didn't actually apply or make sense. But anyway, now that we've done that and we've finally got that, looking in the menu, as you can see, we've got the armor. I still don't know why that card is not filled in, but the green beans are complete. So there we go. We've done all the things we had to do in the dungeon. The dungeons are complete. And with that, I think it's about time we ended off the episode, because once we head through here, we're going to be heading back out of the dungeons, and I want to leave going upstairs until next time. So, like, comment, subscribe, and all the other good stuff. I've been HazzD. I will see you next time for more adventures upstairs in the castle. I'll see you then.